everyone! Today I want to talk to you a little bit about a foundation that I tried a long time ago because someone on YouTube recommended it to me and I didn't really like it, and then I revisited it for the past few days. I was like, I'm going to give it a second try and see if I like it any better. And the foundation I'm talking about is the Rimmel Lasting Finish. It's supposed to last 16 hours and it's supposed to be transfer resistant. It's mineral enriched. It says comfortable wear. It's supposed to help energize skin. And anyway, I have this in color 200 Soft Beige, and I tried it because I don't know if you guys watch Broadcast Beauty's videos. Her name's Emily. She's a broadcast journalist and she loves this foundation. And so I thought that I would love it too because, you know, if she recommended it highly, then I really trusted her judgment. And I haven't had quite the same experience with it as she has, so I wanted to go ahead and give you my experience and kind of warn you guys about this foundation in case you were thinking about trying it. It says that it's supposed to last 16 hours and it's supposed to be transfer resistant. First of all, this does not last 16 hours. I've been wearing this since 9 a.m. and it's now 2:15 p.m. and I have already had to touch up with powder because this foundation makes my skin super oily. I have oily combination skin, but I would say I'm somewhere along the lines of normal to oily. I don't even really have like that oily of skin. And so the fact that this foundation makes my skin super oily and that I have to touch up so much throughout the day just makes me feel like, you know, maybe it's not made for people with oily skin. Unlike the Revlon Color Stay, this doesn't come in two formulas. It only comes in one formula. So there isn't a formula for oily combination and a formula for normal to dry. It just comes in this one formula. So that's kind of a bummer. I'm guessing that Emily maybe had normal to dry skin and that's why it worked really well for her. But for people with oily skin, I'm just going to tell you right now, this foundation will probably not last more than 5 or 6 hours without needing to be blotted with a powder. And honestly, I just don't have time for that throughout the day. Like, I would much rather stick with something like Revlon Color Stay where I truly don't have to blot and I don't have to touch up. Kind of bothers me that this really claims to last 16 hours and it seriously doesn't. Another thing is it claims to be transfer resistant. That's another thing that this product doesn't do. It is not transfer resistant. I was just in the car on my way back from Walmart and my forehead was like getting sweaty and kind of oily, and I wiped it with my hand and I got a little bit on my coat sleeve and you could just see the foundation all over my coat sleeve. So I tested out that it's definitely not transfer resistant and it does not last 16 hours. Also, it says it's supposed to be oil free. You know, maybe that's true. For me, it definitely made my skin more oily. So another thing about this foundation that a lot of people have been complaining about is it doesn't come in a wide color spectrum. So this is, like I said, 200 Soft Beige. I think this is like the third or fourth lightest color, and it only I think they only have like 10 shades of this or something. Like, it's not a lot, and they don't go very dark. Like, I don't have very dark skin, and so if I'm wearing like the fourth darkest, I don't know, it's just, to me, it seems a little weird that they don't have any shades for darker skin. So anyway, I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this product. Like I said, I tried it, I liked it at first. When I first put it on, I really liked the consistency of it. It's kind of liquidy. Ooh, see, it kind of like, it's pretty liquidy, and it has pretty good coverage. I would say medium. It is buildable, but like I said, with it making my skin so oily, I just wouldn't really even want to build this. And I tried applying it with like my 187 brush because I thought like maybe if I just do like a really thin layer of it, it won't look so heavy. Like typically I use my Clinique foundation brush, which just gives a little bit more of a full coverage, but then I was like, oh, maybe I'll try my 187 and see if that works. Because Emily did note, like, very thin layer of it. So I was like, okay, I'll try that. And then I did that today, and like I said, had to touch up. And I just don't really feel like that's something that you should have to do with a foundation that says it's going to last 16 hours. So all in all, I would say it's still a good foundation. Like, I like the colors, I like the coverage, I like the consistency of it. But if you don't want to touch it up and you want it to last like all day, you know, this really probably isn't the foundation for you. I would say if you like Rimmel products, it's still a good foundation, but it doesn't really do what it says it's supposed to do. So if you're looking for a foundation that's transfer resistant and more long wearing, I would recommend going with the Revlon Color Stay and not going with the Rimmel Lasting Finish. But I don't know, some people have compared them and said that they're similar. I don't really see what they're talking about. I don't see the similarities at all. So I would love to hear about your guys' experience with this product. If you have any questions, feel free to message me or leave a comment below, and follow me on Twitter at Miss Beauty Bitch. And thanks again for watching.